So a few weeks ago I had the amazing opportunity of participating in the Intercultural Leadership Program. What this program did is basically it brought a number of amazing students together. These students came from an array of backgrounds, and not only, ethnic and racial backgrounds, but a range of diversity. A diversity that's representative of the University of Pennsylvania. Whether it was a religious diversity, whether socioeconomic backgrounds were different. It brought together these different students in an environment that was conducive to learning. We learned about each other.
I'm in an environment and surrounded by people that foster the acceptance and not just the tolerance of other people's cultures.
One thing that I think is absolutely different about this program is that not only was I involved with Penn students, new people, but what they truly do is they try to bridge undergraduates, graduates, people from what I remember 38 different countries, and that to me is such a unique perspective, and it's not something that you can get just going to a small group meeting where one person's speaking in front of a large group or small group of people. So to have the opportunity to sit next to somebody from Germany and look across the table and see someone from Zimbabwe and next to me is a person from New Jersey, despite seemingly having the similarity of being Penn students, we have so many different backgrounds. We have so many different individual perspectives on the world, and it's so nice and refreshing to go to a leadership program where you get this exchange and you really get to not only explore new ideas and new concepts, but you're hearing those perspectives and you're getting exposed to other individuals who might not necessarily think the way you do. And I feel fortunate that I've had this.
The ILP program did a very good job in developing a cursory awareness of that, an initial awareness to kind of get kids wet. But there's so much more that can be done in terms of starting to help these people recognize that the problems exist on a day-to-day basis with many of the students that they involve themselves with, either domestically from other parts of the country, from where they grew up, or also internationally. And they can see that it's not just some type of theory, or it doesn't just happen in closed situations, but it happens pretty much every day. And that some of the things that make them uncomfortable but they don't speak about is just something that is personally difficult, or they just feel an awkwardness. There's actually verifiable or traceable reasons why those things occur, and there's something that they can do about it.
I have very informal encounters with people from all over the world, but at the same time, I think being in this environment, those 2 days where everyone was together, really created a safe, comfortable, constructive space for students to work with each other, to learn from each other.
ILP was a really good experience at introducing students to kind of the social expectations that you develop as a person and that you learn kind of implicitly by growing up in a culture, and that there are certain rules and modes of behavior that help smooth communication situations with people, and others that make it a little bit more fictitious and difficult.
The Intercultural Leadership Program is an experience that transcends just one weekend. This is an experience that I'm confident will remain with me throughout my Penn career. The relationships and the friendships that were built, the knowledge that we received. These are tools and these are resources that I'm sure will benefit us, not just, this semester, not just this year, but, for the duration of the time that we're here at Penn.
I strongly believe that ILP will help the incoming freshmen gain a better understanding in other cultures, such that they will be able to communicate more effectively with their peers and into shaping them into tomorrow's successful leaders.